Hello everyone, it's Mike from Chess Lifestyle, and today we are training just about an hour of tactics. And tomorrow I actually have a Blitz tournament. It's going to be 15 rounds. It's the UK Blitz qualifier, so very exciting times. And yeah, basically gonna train some tactics, have an early night, try and get 8 hours of sleep, and smash it. So yeah, let's get into it. I mean, I'll very briefly just show you guys. This is the lineup for Liverpool. So, I mean, only 34 entries. I mean, out of all the other UK Blitz qualifiers, I think this is definitely, an easier lineup compared to, like, let's say the London qualifiers. But of course, there are still some very strong players. I've heard a lot of news about Sviatoslav. Probably I pronounced that terribly. He's apparently very, very strong player, both, classical and blitz. But I think a lot of these players have certain feelings about other players and have played each other many, many times. But for me, I'm new to Liverpool, so I haven't played many of these players, and many of these players have not played me. So my point is that if I can get on some really nice form, then I think I think I've got a good chance, and I've got some kind of hidden tricks up my sleeve to try and maximize my chances. So I'm in a good headspace, and yeah, if I get my 8 hours sleep, I should be good to go. So let's do some training. Okay, Arjun's playing in the UK Blitz qualifier as well. Fantastic. Best of luck with that. Is there not one closer, Arjun? Because you're in Birmingham, right? Surely there's a UK Blitz qualifier in Birmingham. But okay, let's do some training. So, get chat up. Okay. Let's go. Okay, so we're still on the dreaded Mikhail Tal run. Hopefully it will get better. Let's go. So we've got Queen 2 rooks, 2 bishops, 1 knight. Queen 2 rooks, 2 bishops, 1 knight. We've got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 against 6. So equal material. Maybe their king looks a little bit exposed. Like there's not a knight on f6, for instance. There is tension on the bishop on g5. Potential sacrifices on f7, queen and rook battery onto e6. Maybe some x-ray pressure from the bishop. Our rook is ready to lift where it is useful. So knight takes f7 looks like the main candidate move, because there's no time for bishop takes g5 because we can take the queen. Are there any other candidates that look as promising as knight f7? Because if not, I think we just calculate it. I mean, okay, maybe we could throw in a capture or something, but there aren't any checks. Let's have a look at this knight f7. If they take back with the king, we go queen takes e6, king f8. Maybe then we can go rook f3, because in that position, bishop f6 is forced, in which we can sack. And the point is, they cannot take with the knight, because then there's queen f7 checkmate. And if they take with the queen, do we have a follow-up there? Can we just simply take the queen? If they take our queen, we take back with the rook. Probably they should take with the pawn to try and keep this diagonal closed. And in that final position, I believe we're a piece down. I mean, we probably gain some pawns, but that's not ideal. So knight f7... If king f7, do we have any alternatives to queen takes e6? What about queen h5? I mean, probably they just go back king g8. It doesn't look too great either. Knight f7, king f7. What if we change the move order? Play rook f3? Well, then they can block bishop f6. So I'm not so sure. So, okay, knight f7, king f7, queen e6, king f8. So I looked at rook f3. Do we have any other moves here? Wait, hold up. Knight f6, king f6, queen e6, king f8. Rook f3 check. If bishop blocks. If I go rook takes, they cannot take with the pawn because I've got checkmate on h6. They cannot take with the knight, so they have to take with the queen, which is what I did calculate. And surely I've got something here. Ah, what if I take the rook on e8? And if they take back with the rook, I take back, they take, and then I take the queen. They can take back with the knight to protect the knight. And again, I'm down a piece, I think. So knight f7, king f7, queen e6, king f8. It's looking very tempting. Rook f3. Oh, I've actually done this puzzle before. And the reason why I know this is because I'm pretty sure my coach Roger set me this exercise once upon a time. So I have just remembered that I did actually get the answer correctly. I was just on another level. Like, I'm definitely wouldn't have found it now without the pattern recognition. But the point is that I can play a timely bishop c1, I think, to try and give like a mate from bishop a3. I think that's the theme. Knight f7, king f7, queen e6, king f8. Rook f3 check. Bishop blocks. But how on earth do we have time? Unless it's knight f7, king f7, queen e6, king f8, and bishop back. Immediately. And then you've just got the threat of rook f3, which is like really, really bad. Yeah, and the knight can't block or anything because there's mate. I think it could be bishop c1. I mean, what the hell is this doing in the intermediate section? I mean, bishop c1 is like such a difficult move. I think that wins, right? Queen e6, king f8, and bishop c1. And I remember this one because I was so proud of seeing it. I was like, you bloody legend. But I actually don't remember if this is exactly the right way to make it work. I mean, it creates the threat of rook f3 really strong. And the knight can't move because of mate. So I think that's it. I think we can go for it. Bishop c1. Unbelievable move. Unbelievable move. Like, yeah, I mean, I only saw this because, I literally spent 20 minutes, looking on a real board, like, properly locked in. And then I found the idea of bishop c1. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not seeing this, like in a Woodpecker training day. It's crazy. Yeah, exactly. Rook f3, bishop f6, rook f6, queen f6. I couldn't see a continuation. But bishop c1 is just, it's beautiful. Bishop c1 is crazy. Glad you guys enjoyed it. Okay, let's move to the next one. Oh, thank God I'd seen that one though. Otherwise, I would have spent the whole bloody hour trying to solve it. Okay, instinct is immediately, can I get away with this? And then bring the queen in. I swear to God, if this is like an easy like checkmate and like whatever, I'm gonna rage. Okay, I mean, it's so tempting to play. Let's just calculate it really quickly, right? If they don't take and they move, then we give checkmate. So they are forced to take us. If they take us, we go queen check. And this is forced to b8. In that position, what candidates do we have? We can promote. We can take the knight. We are not getting checkmated because we've got a window. We can also play queen d8 on the basis that when knight takes, we can take back with check and promote. So, okay, let's imagine we promote. That forces the rook to take. And then we take with check and they just go back to b7. It doesn't look so promising. So rook b7, king b7, queen d7, king b8. Let's try take the knight. Probably they should take the pawn and with the bishop to keep everything defended. And then what? I mean, we're really out of ammunition. So Maybe it's premature to be sacrificing the rook. We might need this piece. So okay, let's do a proper understanding then. There is some pressure here. There's one check, but we can run. They've got pressure on this pawn. A crazy move would be queen d7, but don't think it's that. Rook b7, king b7, queen d7, king b8 is the only nice looking idea. If I go queen d8, knight takes back with queen, king b7 is forced, otherwise it's checkmate. I mean, maybe I have perpetual there. Maybe that's the point, but no, I mean, surely we can do better than perpetual. But we do have perpetual there for sure. So that is nice. But what's the material situation? I mean, we are down. Like a rook, knight, and bishop for a queen. We have this very strong passed pawn, but if that's going to get taken next move, then we are in a bit of trouble. So rook b7, king b7, queen d7, king b8, queen d8, knight d8 takes back. King b7. We at the very least have queen d7 check. Forcing king b8, and we just go back queen d8. I mean, if this was a blitz game, I'd probably take this, because it feels like my position's going to go downhill. And if black can consolidate, like, you know, get his pieces active somehow. Looks like it could be in trouble. Can I try changing move order somehow? Not really, I can't really do this fast. I mean, it's got to be rook b7. Can't push the f-pawn, can't create a threat. Yeah, don't know. Don't know. Okay, I think I'm going to go for it. That's my answer. What are people saying? Oh, Faz has given some hella long line. Let me see if I can visualize it. Welcome Frizz to the stream, by the way. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, I forgot to mention Bob B, welcome to the stream as well. I probably forgot to mention welcome Faz to the stream. So yeah, welcome everyone. Let's train some chess. Wait, so rook b7, king b7, queen d7, king b8, e8 equals queen, rook e8, queen e8, king b7, queen d7, king b8, queen takes c6. Oh dear. I think, Fritz, you got the exact same line as Faz on 3 hours sleep, so good job. Why does Michael stream so late these days? Normally because I'm quite busy during the day, and then I only really have time in the evenings. And this is the same as how I used to stream, but I was in Asia, so it would seem earlier for you. But I was streaming at like 2 a.m. in Asia. At least I'm streaming at like 11 p.m. over here. So it's a little bit more, you know, less unhinged. But that's really bad that I missed this line. Check. And then promotes, rook takes. And for some reason, yeah, there's no king c7 because I take on a8. And on king b7, queen d7 is just picking up the knight. Yeah. I don't know why I wasn't able to see that. What was I saying in this line? Because this was the first thing I looked at. I did look at this, and then I just said there's nothing here. For some reason, I just stopped. Which is kind of bad. Like, I didn't even consider this queen d7. So, yeah, good job, guys. I got this one wrong. I said I would go for perpetual with queen d8. And yeah, if they blunder, then I get mate, but it's just perpet. But no, this is better. Yeah, all forced. Very nice. So Sarah asking, welcome to the stream, by the way. Are you playing Coventry Open? No, I am not. But I am playing in the Liverpool Blitz qualifier. So that's very exciting. Are you playing in the Coventry Open? Getting ready for a tournament tomorrow. Yeah, it looks like we're all playing tournaments this weekend. So exciting times. Good to see you, Simon, as well. Yeah, stop before queen d7 is very poor. Okay, let's solve one more. Bobby Fischer against Tau. Tau to play and win. Oh boy. Okay. Queen, rook, rook. Bishop, bishop, knight, knight. Queen, rook, rook. Bishop, bishop, knight, knight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So equal material. What do we understand about this position? The knight is very well placed. The bishop is on this diagonal. There's some tension here, some tension on the knight. Maybe the f-pawn looks a little bit loose. Knight f6 looks quite nice, just, you know, as an instinctive move, because we want to add pressure to this knight that's already pinned, and the knight really struggles to move given this kind of pressure. Like even if they take with check, I mean, we can take back, and then this is like really, really uncomfortable, right? But okay, so let's actually formally look at our candidate moves. We've got 2 checks. We've got a capture, we've got a capture. Knight f6 is a threat. Maybe knight c5 could be a threat, but it looks like there's way too much on it. How else can we disrupt the defense? I forgot to check if there are loose pieces. There are no loose pieces except for this bishop. Yeah, no, knight f6 looks like a really good threat. So what happens after knight f6? Can they actually save this piece? What if they play like bishop c2? But then again, maybe this bishop is overworked, right? Knight f6, bishop c2. How can I finesse this? It's not easy though. Because I have to be very careful. Like, you know, if I take this, they could even take with check and then win my queen, right? So I need to be super careful. Knight f6, bishop c2. I can't take the knight here because of this. So knight f6, bishop c2. Come on. I mean, maybe it's just not knight f6. Let me just keep calculating further, just in case. What if I take? Learning from the previous exercise when I stopped too early. It really doesn't look like there's anything. I mean, the knight is kind of trapped, but if there's no way to attack it, then I don't know. Okay, what are my other candidate moves? So let's just consider this check. Well, to be fair, they can't take with the queen without allowing this, which is just a trade. But maybe in our favor. Tough to say. But at the same time, we're giving up this beautiful knight. I mean, I don't really want to do that trade. And they can always take with the pawn. Knight e2 check. Rook takes e2. Surely this is just awful. Maybe knight takes g2 as a capture. But what does it really achieve after king takes? Maybe now knight f6, bishop c2? Is there any difference? Not really. So how else can I add pressure on this knight? It's got to be knight f6, but I just don't have a solution to bishop c2, and I haven't even probably looked at all of white's different resources here. Yeah, I've got absolutely nothing. Oh dear, oh dear. Man, I can't believe I was moaning about Smyslov. Like, take me back to the Smyslov exercises, please. I see chat is popping off, so I assume that some ideas have been found, which I'm completely missing. The good news is I have a Blitz tournament tomorrow, so you don't really need to see such super duper ideas to win a Blitz. You just need to play fast, but also, you know, manage your time well, like know when to spend the time. Have some kind of Blitz kind of tricks that you keep in mind in terms of like your headspace and like your time management and your gameplay. You gotta stay composed. Like, you cannot allow yourself to tilt. Even if you like have a horrible loss, you've got to like, you know, let it all out, scream if you need to, and then get back in the game and focus on the tournament. And of course, still most fundamentally, you've just got to be accurate. So it doesn't mean you have to be like super duper fancy, but you've just got to like not blunder. Like, you will get a chance to play a tactic that's simple and win the game. You don't need to see shit like this. Okay, so I'm running out of time. Knight f6 really was my best idea, but... And it also was like my intuition. Bishop takes d5, e4 immediately. What if I do that? Why didn't I consider this? Because if rook takes, then maybe there's like some knight f6, but I mean even just queen takes, and surely it's fine. I can't throw in some knight e2 or something. Just have no idea. Unless it's like trade everything and then play like knight d3. But even so, what does that even do? I have just no idea. Maybe I can try win the knight with like queen d7. Like if I play like knight f6, bishop c2, maybe I can play queen d7. But the knight can then get out to b6. Also, the knight is actually like maybe in some lines able to get out on b6 anyway. I don't know if you can see the bar at the bottom. You can. Yeah, very low on time. I mean, probably, you know, if my time was running out, I had to make a move. I think I have to try this knight f6. At least it's put some practical pressure. I'm really having one last look to see if there's anything else. Yeah. G6. Did any of you find G6? Oh my god, people are finding G6. You guys are goated. Holy crap. Okay, let's scroll all the way back. Oh, my friend Nodis playing the Blitz in Liverpool, says Safsara. Who is Nodis? Let's have a very quick look. Nodis? I don't see a Nodis on the... Unless that's like a nickname. I didn't see a Nodis. Okay, you guys aren't playing any tournaments anytime soon, I see. Name of the course, Woodpecker Method. Yeah. He's nearly at 10k now. What do you mean 10k? Oh, grinding like Clash Royale or something like CBA, man. Actually can't be asked. Knight 6 bishop c2 I can't crack exactly fast. Bishop takes a4, bishop takes a4, knight c5 looks winning. I mean, if bishop takes, knight c5, are we not hanging a piece somehow? I mean, the bishop and knight can take. But who suggested g6? Fast is the first to suggest g6. That's unbelievable. Thank you for the good luck, Shay. G6 is actually interesting. Let me even try and understand g6. What the hell is g6 here? G6? Alright, let's understand this. G6. Oh, that's another way to add pressure. But somehow this just felt like a weak pawn, so surely they take us. And we're just worse off for allowing that. Unless the plan is to play king g7 and f5. And the point is white is never unraveling from this. That is unbelievable. Oh, that's so nice. G6, takes, king g7, f5. And you can just play it slowly because how does white ever get out of this bind? Like, okay, let's say you go g6, they take, and they go bishop c2. I mean, it doesn't help, right? Because f5 is coming. And f5 is targeting the knight with a pawn. Unbelievable. G6 takes f5 immediately. I would not want to play it immediately just because of all these extra stuff. I mean, it might work. But no, g6 is incredible. Beautiful move. The grand, is it called Grand Chess League? I know Harshal was like really big on it. Who sometimes joins the streams. You can, he's definitely gonna be there probably. I don't know. For me, it was just way too complicated of a rule set. Just didn't vibe with it. But yeah, g6 looks lovely. My feeling is that I definitely want to take. I don't want to enter such shenanigans. I mean, there's no way they can get out of this. Like, I just do this slowly. Okay, alternative. So then probably this is winning, but why would you risk this? No way did... Yeah, h takes g6 might be even stronger, as white cannot save the knight anyway because of the weakness on g2, yeah. That's crazy that... Well, okay, we don't know for sure which one Mikhail Tal played, because, you know, Axel Smith cannot be trusted, and also he doesn't even reference which game it was, so... I mean, okay, references at the start, but, like, he doesn't say, like, this is how the game continued or something. Oh, f5 is actually stronger by Stockfish. Fair enough. But okay, this is winning as well, so... Pat ourselves on the back. But yeah, g6. Sick move, Faz. Good job. What happens on g6, g4? Okay. Oh, that's actually mentioned. Nice. g6, g4 is not a move that white wants to play. One way to punish it is gf5, gf5, and king h8. I see. And now you do have like a clearer plan to try and attack on the g-file, but... Yeah, I guess it does look very strong. I mean, if you're scared of playing rook g8 and allowing the bishop to like attack on the f-file, you can always play knight f6 first, provoke bishop c2, and then start bringing in your pieces. Looks very deadly. Very nice. Let me see if there are any final thoughts on this. Yeah, I don't think the continuation was the hard part. It's just seeing g6 because it's so quiet. And also because I have a problem that whenever I see like a weak pawn like on f5, it's very like difficult for me to just reluctantly play like a move like g6 that allows white to get rid of their weakness. But of course, you know, if there's a bigger gain to be had, then it's worth it. Daily trash for book time. Yeah, no, it has to be done. I mean, it is an unbelievably trash book, but I mean, you know, some trash is useful, right? I mean, like, probably, like, most of us hate public transport, but we still use it. You know, you just gotta be a hater sometimes. If we play f takes g6, can white stop the discoveries? But the thing is, you wouldn't want to play f takes g6 because the whole point is like you want to play for f5, right? So you'd want to go h takes g6, move the king to g7, and play f5. Can you check the the line g7 after f5? I mean, I think it's like riskier. It's probably just playable because you're winning the knight. So okay, Faz says I struggle to find candidate moves in a real game. I wouldn't have thought black was better, but after a deep scan, I spotted g6 after some minutes. I back you to find it, Faz. I reckon. But okay, let me think about this. So okay, we've got queen rook rook bishop bishop knight against queen rook rook knight knight bishop. So we've got bishop pair. What else is there to understand about the position? Queen is loose on a5. Bishop is on the diagonal of the king. Rook has some potential on the knight. Bishop is on x-raying the queen. Rook battery, rook on the line of the queen. No make threat back rank because of this. Maybe back rank on this king. Pressure on the pawn. Okay, so with everything in mind, probably in a blitz game, I'd probably play a3, which is just so not the point. Okay, I should say bullet game. Let's give myself some credit. And even then, probably I don't play a3. I don't know. It's just a funny move that popped in my head. Okay, so obviously, like, we should be looking more on this f7 square, like some kind of idea like this. Or like this. So, okay then. Let's begin with the checks. We've got bishop takes f7. What about the captures? We can take on b4. We can take on f6. What about the threats? Well, we've got queen b3. We've got knight g5. I guess we've got a3. This is also a capture. This is also a capture. Any other threats? Okay, let's start calculating. So bishop takes f7, king takes f7 is forced because we're forking the king and rook. Then what potential follow-ups do we have? We've got knight g5 as a follow-up. We've got queen b3 as a follow-up. Probably we want to check, right? Otherwise, you know, we're just down material. So bishop f7, king f7. Let's try knight g5. They have king g6, king g8, king f8. If they go king f8, at the very least we can go knight e6, which at least gets something back. It might not be great. But let's try like bishop f7, king f7, knight g5. If king g8, maybe we've got queen b3. If king h8, we've got the classic like knight f7, king g8, knight h6. King h8, queen g8, knight f7. So bishop f7, king f7, knight g5. Maybe king f8 is a better try. For the record, there's also, in this position, there's also, like, black can try block. But we do win back our piece, and we've won a pawn, so that's probably good for us. So bishop f7, king f7, knight g5, king f8. Do we have anything better? I guess we can start with queen b3, just to threaten checkmate on f7. And actually, how do they defend that? It's not easy. So bishop f7, king f7, knight g5. I think they have to go king g6 then. But maybe I can go queen g4. Bishop f7, king f7, knight g5, king g6, queen g4. And I'm threatening like queen f5, which has to be winning. So can they defend anything after queen g4? They can't defend the f5 square. Looks very promising. I think I can play it. I think I've seen enough. Like, why is this on the same level as that bishop c1 move or this g6 move? I mean, it's just like Axel Smith needs to get a life. Okay, knight g5 is not correct. Well, it's alternative, so it is correct. I guess queen b3 is the only other sensible move. And I only didn't consider it because I was so content with knight g5. But maybe queen b3 is even a better move order. Because if they block, I can still take. If they go king f8, then I go knight g5 with transposes. If they go king g6, then it's slightly different. But I do have knight h4 check, which is probably very clutch. So knight h4 check forces king h5, and then we've got queen f7. And in that position, they can either block g6 or take on h4. If they block g6... I'm not so sure. Maybe knight h4 is not correct. Queen b3, king g6. Nah, it has to be that. Knight h4, king h5 forced. Oh, maybe we can go g4. With the point that if they go king h4, maybe I can swing my queen to g3. So hold up. Knight h4, king h5, g4 check, king takes h4. No, they can't take on h4, so they have to play knight takes g4. So queen b3, king g6, knight h4, king h5, g4, knight takes g4. Pawn takes g4. Again, there's no king takes h4 because queen g3 is mate. And if king takes g4, then queen g3 is not quite mate because there's king h5. Queen b3, king g6, knight h4, king h5, g4, knight takes g4, pawn takes g4, king takes g4. I guess I could go queen g3 check. And on king h5, just go king g2 with the threat of like rook h1 with mate. With the rook on the 6th rank cutting off the king's escape, I think that has to be winning. So I think I'm going to go for it. I think this g4 is winning. Oh, okay, they just allowed this. King g6, knight h4, king h5. Oh, queen f3. Let me just double check that g4 is winning. If it's not, I'll be very sad. But it would also illustrate... Okay, no, it is winning. This was my idea. King g4. And then I said... What did I say? I think I said queen g3, but now I'm seeing that the knight actually gets in the way. So maybe like queen f3 to provoke this, and then g3, and then king here. That was basically my idea. Is this actually winning? And then king g2. Okay, that does lead to mate. Because I saw like g5, but that doesn't really help because the rook is still cutting off. So yeah, a bit of a longer mate, and just to double check that my move was also fine. Yeah, white can also start with knight g5. Let's just double check the king g6 line. Queen g4. Perfect. Okay, so this is also winning. Queen f5 cannot be stopped. Very nice. Okay, good stuff. What are people saying? Okay, so good job, Simon, for suggesting bishop takes f7 first. Question is knight g5 first or queen b3? And yeah, doesn't see a difference. Fantastic answer. Yeah, Bob B with the clarification on why queen b3 might be slightly better. Agreement from Faz, agreement from Simon. Yeah, and that's looks like that's what was played. But yeah, both moves are completely winning. So that's good. Okay, thank you for the well calculated. Okay, let's do another one. Let's keep going. So we've got Tau against Johansson, and we have a prompt, which is a random occasion from Mr. Axel Smith. So thanks for weak kingside. White is winning after normal moves, but can decide matters right now. This is the instinct. Just to be like, okay, I bring the knight in, and then I probably have a checkmate. But actually it looks a little awkward. I mean, maybe I can lift rook d3. I mean, that looks winning. So rook e6, can they do anything else? To be fair, it's not like that impressive just winning a pawn. But the follow-up does look nice. Having said that, I mean, I would like to win a pawn. Win my pawn back, ruin their structure. But okay, what candidate moves do we have? Queen h6 is a check. Knight takes e6 is a check. So okay, let's just double check these two moves in case there's something even stronger. Knight takes e6. Pawn takes e6. Rook takes e6, and it doesn't look great. Maybe knight f5 as a candidate on move 1. Don't know if there's a threat. What about queen h6? There's no king g8 because of rook g3, and if queen h6, king a8, maybe queen g7. It's very strong. If they play rook f8, can we hit them with something? I don't know. So far rook e6 is like looking the best. I don't know if that's just some bias. And again, in a blitz game, I would play this 100% because it's like, if they don't take my rook, I've at least won a pawn, I've improved my position, and in a blitz game, this is like definitely good enough. Like, there's no time to look for better. And in the spirit, I really, really, really want to play it. I mean, do we have an idea after this? Like, I don't even know what black is doing. Like, if we get an extra move. I guess we could double the rooks. And that looks really, really awful for them. Yeah, if they ever move the bishop, then we can even, like, play queen h6. Nah, rook e6 is the answer. Okay, so they very, very kindly messed up. And rook d3 has to be winning. Nice. Okay, that was actually very fast. We'll take that. Okay, rook e6 instinct for everyone. Very glad to hear this. Why can't white start with rook d e1? Interesting. If rook d e1 first... Maybe black can play like queen b6, hitting the knight. And if rook takes e6, then queen takes d4. I don't know. Doesn't look great though. Yeah, let's have a look. I think rook d1 will be also very strong. Yeah, there we go. Oh wow, queen h6 is also playable. That's so weird. Queen e6 and just back to h5. And then the king is supposed to go back to f8. That's quite funny. So actually, what's the reason why the king can't like... Oh, if the king runs, then the queen probably enters as well. So, yeah. Yeah, and rook d1 is just completely winning as well. Yeah, queen b6, probably not enough. Rook e6, take on e7. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Very nice. Okay, let's get in another one. I was hoping to say final one, but I mean, don't tell me it's going to be like rook f6. You cannot tell me like we're going to get back to these stupid fork tactics, having just done that fucking bishop c1. Like, Axel Smith needs to rewrite this book. Like, he cannot put these two exercises in the same chapter. Like, you can't. You can't. It better not be rook f6. If it is, I'm going to rage. Okay, so let's evaluate this position. We've got rook, knight, and 5 pawns against rook, bishop, and 5 pawns. Rook and bishop better tag team. Rook is loose, bishop is loose. This square is looking mighty, mighty tender. So what candidate moves do we have? I mean, rook takes must be looked at. Knight f6, I guess. Maybe we can throw in some in-between move like g4. But of course, let's look at this first, right? So if we go rook takes f6, if they take back, we take, and then we win this rook, and we massively improve our position. So if we go rook takes, if they give us a check, we can always block with the rook. So we've successfully won a pawn. We're a pawn up, and we like to see that. So is rook takes f6 just the answer? I mean, maybe the hard part is spotting that you can block rook f1, but I mean, it's completely forced. What is it forced, actually? Maybe after rook here, we can go like king f2, but then they go rook e2, and then they can take the rook. And then it's like messy, right? Because even if you win this bishop, I mean, they've got rook versus knight, and we're lost. Oh, you're kidding me. I mean... Yeah, I mean, at this point, I probably should write like a review and just give like 1 star. Like, it's genuinely like, imagine some poor junior, right? Some like kid whose parent has bought this book for them, and he's trying to gauge his level, and he's doing these intermediate exercises, and he's starting to think like, wow, I can't believe like I can't find bishop c1. I mean, like, you know, these intermediate puzzles, like, you know, sometimes I can see them, sometimes I can't. Maybe I'm just a super inconsistent player. Like, how damaging is this book? I mean, it's just trash. It's just utter trash. Like, unbelievable. Oh, and it's okay. Chessable glitching for a second. I mean, maybe Chessable could hear my reflections, and it was bugging. Yeah, and rook e1, rook f1 is needed. I mean, why the hell is this not the main line as well? Like, if this was what was played in the game, why is this not the main line? It's just... And the worst thing is he's made like... You know he's made like probably like 50k. He's made 50k from this Chessable course alone, let alone the hard copy book. Bro has made 50k and he's done trash job. It makes me sick. It's actually so cancerous. I mean, when you have beautiful tactics books like Maxime Bloch's Art of Combination, or you've got like the Encyclopedia of Chess Combinations, where countless hours have been gone into like, you know, finessing these perfect puzzles for you to like engage in and train with. It's like, to publish something like this is so lazy. It's so lazy. And the fact that in his video course, like he's sometimes saying, oops, like I thought like this was the correct answer, but I got it wrong. Like, he doesn't even know the answers himself half the time, which means that his hard copy book is probably even worse written. There are like physical errors in the hard copy book. Like, it's awful. It is awful. Actually, let me quickly look up, like, is Maxime Bloch like his Art of Combination? Is it in Chessable? We've got the Encyclopedia of Chess Combinations. I mean, maybe we genuinely switch. But why is this 4 star? And Woodpecker Method is probably like 5. Too long? Get the hell out, Mr. Doo Drew. Are you guys seeing this shit? Are you kidding me? You're gonna leave a 2-star review with 1 sentence based on this? Good but hard. Another review saying too long. I mean, GMs can solve this. I mean, like... Man. Maybe this is the book we work on next, to be honest. I'll make a note. Maybe if I win this Blitz tournament, I'll buy this freaking encyclopedia and we can move on. Because I've been recommended this book a lot, and I've gone through some of it, and it's really, really good. Okay, Josh is saying, I agree that the combinations in that book are too long. But I mean, surely, you know, that's going to be like the advanced variations, right? It's not going to be like basic or intermediate. Like, okay, I swear to God, if they have intermediate exercises that should be in advanced and vice versa, then I will like flip the table as well. So Josh, can you please clarify? Like for each of these sections, they have basic, intermediate, advanced. Are you talking about the advanced section exercises, or are you talking about basic and intermediate? So that's a really big clarification. Like if they're advanced, then I mean, maybe if a GM wants to train their calculation, then it might be necessary. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree, Frizz. So okay, we'll keep this in mind. Yeah, quite unbelievable that it's got a 4.1. I don't even want to look at what the Woodpecker rating is. It's probably like 4.5 at least. But okay, let's look at some more Tau versus Gurgenitzer. Poor Gurgenitzer. Oh wow, okay. I remember the so-called easy or intermediate problems having lines which were way too long for me to visualize. Interesting. Oh boy. Well, all I can say is Maxime Block's Art of Combination is really good. But yeah, I don't know. It's a really old Russian book and it's not like on Chessable. And I kind of like the Chessable format for doing these streams, so I have to think about it. But I genuinely can't think that the quality can get worse than this book, you know? Okay, I may have just seen the answer in chat. That's my own bad for taking too long. So okay, let me try and understand this real quick. So we've got Queen Rook Rook Bishop Bishop Knight Knight Queen Rook Rook Bishop Bishop Knight Knight. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 3 4 5 6 7. Maybe in future, Simon, actually, if you can write, like, if I haven't started the puzzle yet, just write in capital letters move spoiler and then put your answer, because then at least if I like catch a glimpse of it, then I can see the move spoiler first. But yeah, no worries this time. It's completely fine. So okay, let me keep thinking. So there's this knight on d3, where we've got this issue to solve with the bishop and rook. Queen is loose on c7. Bishop is on the line of a king. Maybe some x-ray pressure here. So, to be honest, we don't really have a useful move here, because if we move the rook somewhere, we're going to lose this. And material's equal, right? Oh no, black is up a pawn. So yeah, even worse. We cannot lose this material. So yeah, we then want to look for checks. If we can get out of it, and yeah, bishop f7 and queen b3. I mean, the reason why, when I caught a glimpse of the answer, Simon, that like, I mean, it looks like it just has to be it, right? I mean, like, they literally cannot block queen c4 because of the knight. They can't block any other way. I mean, this is even easier than the last one. Like, you cannot put this in the same section as bishop c1. Maybe I will write a review, because it's actually trash. Like, I'll get up this game, and I will also pull up. How do I go back? Okay, let me duplicate this again, and let me go back. Let me find that Mikhail Tal one. Which one was it? Okay, it's probably around like 571, maybe. No. 572? Also no. Wait, we haven't done that many exercises? I thought we did more. It's not this one either. Am I tripping? These were like all from yesterday or the other day. Oh, okay, it's all under overstudy. Okay, that's why. Okay, it was the one after this one, I think. Is this bishop c1? No, I'm tripping. No, I'm actually going to leave a proper Karen review. Like, genuinely. Yeah, lazy ass book. Exercise 576. Okay, and then I'll get this one up. 582. I'll get 582. Okay. Oh, but it's actually more complicated? Oh dear. Okay, did I jump the gun too soon? I mean, I really thought, I mean, this is the problem, right? I mean, Axel Smith's writing, it makes you believe that it could be this lazy. But why is it so complicated? Bishop f7, you're literally forking these pieces. If they go king f8, I take the rook. They take my rook, I take back, they take back. And I've won back my pawn. Happy days. Bishop f7, king f7, queen b3. I don't get it. Like, why is it not just completely winning? I'm gonna kill myself. Okay, that's my bad. But yeah, bishop e8 was what I calculated. Oh, okay, and it does get more complicated. I see. Okay, maybe I need to take back everything I just said. Okay, I'm still gonna write a Karen review. I'll just do it for the exercise before. Just do it for an exercise before. I blame Axel Smith for everything. Okay, so actually there were some resources which I should have checked. That's my bad. The thing is, I've still got queen b3 threatening mate. But now it's different, right? They're going to be a piece up. So this is actually not clear. Man. So what is the solution here, actually? Queen b3 feels like the only reasonable try, and after king takes e8, take on b2, and we're just down material. What on earth can we try here? Unless we can like throw in like some knight g5 for like some fork, but then the bishop's here, so I really have no idea. The knight's not even trapped. I mean, it's threatening to escape. And my queen is attacked. How are we dealing with this? I mean, the worst part is I can leave a review and he's not even going to read it because he genuinely doesn't care. Bro, I need to write the next Woodpecker method and make 50k. I need to find some clever niche and just do it. And the worst thing is I promote this book as well. I promote this book by doing these streams. I promote this book by... When people ask me how you're training your tactics and calculation, I just say Woodpecker methods because it's true. But I don't want people to think that it's actually good. Man, I don't know. I mean, maybe like some rook c1 ideas at some point. But I don't know how we find the time for it. Has to be queen b3. There's literally no other ideas. I'm gonna play it because I don't get it. Queen b1, why? Did I miscount? There is no rook. Oh, because I forgot that we took the rook because I didn't even. I got so confused with the line. It's tragic. This exercise has been absolutely awful. Like, I blame myself for this one. I mean, just completely head all over the place. Which is why this is also a really important point that, like, when you play chess and when you solve exercises and when you calculate, you cannot be distracted, right? Which is why, like, you know, I've been trying so hard for my tournament tomorrow to get in the perfect headspace for it. Because you need that. You need to have, like, a clear mind. And you can't be rage-induced, which is also why this is very linked to tilting, right, as well. So, like, in a tournament, you really can't solve chess and tilt. So really what I should do is I should have raged, then recovered, and then solved the exercise. Because if I solve the exercise while I'm still like pissed off, then obviously I'm going to make lots of mistakes. So this is a good reminder that for tomorrow, I have to keep my composure. This is the most important thing. Like no matter what happens, like kick a fence down and then be like, okay, job done. Go back, play the next round, win, win, win. So yeah, very, very valuable lesson for this one. Did not realize that I had an extra rook than my opponent. So, okay, let me just at least try and calculate why queen b1 and queen b3 makes a difference here. So I think I caught it saying something about queen b3, knight c4. And somehow we can't win this. And I think the point is that our knight is attacked, but the knight is defended. Oh, there is no escape for the bishop. Oh, wow, it is really, really complicated. Yeah. So the point is you have, like, you know, if the queen is on b3, the problem is you take on c4 and they take with the pawn. And it doesn't help that you've got queen a4 because there are two pieces attacking it. And you don't have time for bishop a4 because your queen is being attacked. So that's why queen b1 is so essential, so that on knight c4 you can take it. And if they take back with the pawn, they can recover. But I didn't see what happens if they take with the queen. Do we now have a square free? What is the point here? I guess we can take on e5, hitting the knight. So if they take our bishop... Oh, they can take the bishop with the knight. So maybe that's not so clear. So what's the idea? Queen b1, knight c4, we take, they take, and then we need some super duper move here. Ah, okay. We can just play rook c1. We can play rook c1, and wherever the queen moves, we have the bishop safe square on c6. Okay, so yeah, that's the difference. So they went knight a4. Probably should have picked up on that. But I think we can still do the same rook c1 and then put the bishop on c6 and save the piece. Rook c1, they can block knight c3. But then we can, like... Oh, and they're even threatening this. But, so, okay, rook c1, knight c3, queen d3, maybe. And if they go b4, then we're in time to save the bishop because the knight is pinned. I think that's winning. And bro's not going to cover knight c6? Is this not critical? Knight c6 feels pretty critical, Mr. Axel Smith. I mean knight c3. And queen d3 is not quite correct because of b4. But then at least I do get my bishop to a4, right? Yeah, that is still advantage, but it's not perfect. Queen b3. Queen b3 avoids b4 even. But why is there no knight e2? What? Oh, queen b3 threatens mate. Oh, okay, fair. Yeah, I was thinking like, okay, then this is not like a material advantage, so you need to spot that this is a mate threat. Okay, fair play. Yeah, no, okay, but really, really good lesson there. But do not let my emotions get the better of me in this tournament. There are 15 rounds. You cannot afford to tilt. So, thank you for tuning in, everyone. I hope you guys gave this one a much better effort than I did. Yeah, it looks like long discussion of this. Right, I agree with you, Josh, that forced is an ambiguous word. I mean, whenever I say forced, I'm normally talking about, like, you know, it's like legal moves, or if like the alternative is literally like checkmate. That's when I consider it forced. Strategically lost, I mean, that requires nuance, right? So then I wouldn't use the word forced. Just catching up on chat in case there's anything. Um, oh, there's a so Sasari, your friend is from Uzbekistan. Ah, okay. Nodi. Okay, so I should watch out for her. Okay, scary, scary player, Uzbekistan. But she's okay. She's playing for Atticus. Fair enough. I'm starting to get an idea of like the local clubs. Um, okay. Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll call it a day. I will get to bed very, very soon. No scrolling on Instagram. Just head straight to bed. And yeah, thank you for tuning in, as always. So see you guys on Monday. I will let you know how it goes. And if you really want some more chess lifestyle, I did make a recent upload, which I don't think too many people were interested in, but I did give a talk on chess at the Liverpool Town Hall. No, at the World Museum. Sorry, I gave a different lecture at the town hall, which wasn't recorded. So yeah, I gave a talk with Dylan. You might find it fun to watch and learn something from. But okay, on that note, guys, see you around. Adios.